Good evening, and welcome to another edition of Sunday Night Theater with DVL. I'm your host, Daryl Van Leer. Tonight's episode is entitled Man's Inhumanity to Man. Great words from Dr. Martin Luther King. We travel to... Whoa. Looks like we have a storm brewing. I best rush on. We travel to the year 1968, where Dr. Martin Luther King delivers the drum major instinct at Ebenezer Baptist Church. He describes this instinct as the desire to be first, to be great, to be superior. Dr. King alludes that this instinct is the foundation for global racism and prejudice. He goes on and says that if you want to be great, then be great in love, be great in moral excellence, be great in generosity. That way we all can be great because we all can serve. Well, I best hurry up before this storm gets here and prepare myself. We must remember also that Dr. King had said that darkness cannot drive darkness out. Only light can do that. Just as hate cannot drive hate out, only love can do that. So tonight's presentation, Man's Inhumanity to Man. Great words from Dr. Martin Luther King. Let's take a look at this. This morning, I would like to use as a subject from which to preach the drum major instinct. The drum major instinct. And that is deep down within all of us, a kind of instinct. It's a kind of drum major instinct. A desire to be out front. A desire to lead the parade. To be first, something that runs a whole gamut of life. We all want to be important, to surpass others, to lead the parade. Alfred Adler, the great psychoanalyst, contends that this is the dominant impulse. Sigmund Freud used to contend that sex was the dominant impulse, and Adler came with his new argument, saying that this quest for recognition, this desire for distinction, is the basic impulse. This drum major instinct. Do you know that a lot of the race problem grows out of the drum major instinct? A need that some people have to feel that they're first and to feel that their white skins ordained them to be first. They said over and over, in ways that we see fit with our own eyes. In fact, not long ago, a man down in Mississippi said that God was a charter member of the White Citizens Council. Being that God's a charter member means that everybody there has a kind of divinity, kind of superiority. So think of what has happened over in historyism. As a result, this perverted use of the drum major instinct has led to the most tragic prejudice, the most tragic expressions, and man's inhumanity to man. Not only does this thing go into the racial struggle, but it goes into the struggle between nations. And I would like to submit to you this morning that what is wrong with the world today is that the nations of the world are engaged in a bitter colossal contest for supremacy. Something doesn't happen to stop this trend. We're not gonna be here to talk about God, to talk about Jesus Christ, to talk about brotherhood, too many more years. Something doesn't happen, bring an end to this suicidal trust that we see in the world today. None of us are going to be. Somebody's going to make the mistake through our senseless bludgeoning of dropping a nuclear bomb somewhere. Then another one is going to drop, and don't let anybody fool you. This can happen to better minds. Got 20 megaton bombs in Russia right now that can destroy the city as large as New York, with everybody wiped away in that building. And we can do the same thing to Russia and China, because nations of the world are engaged in the drum major instinct. I must be first. I must be superior. Our nation must be. Some love this world too much to see the drift it is taking. God didn't call on America to do what she's doing in the world today. God didn't call on America to engage in a senseless and unjust war as the war of Vietnam. And we're criminals in that war. We've committed more war crimes almost than anybody, and I'm going to continue to say it. We won't stop it because of our pride and our arrogance as a nation. God, that our words have the way of putting nations in their place. God, that our words has a way of saying, don't play with me. The God of the Old Testament used to say, Hebrews, don't play with me, Israel. Don't play with me, Babylon. Be still and know that I'm God. You don't stop your reckless course and gonna rise up and break the backbone of your power. This can happen to America. Every now and then I go back and I read Gibbon's Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire. And when I come back to America, the parallels are frightening. And we have perverted the use of the drum major instinct. We all think about it. Every now and then I think about my own death, my own funeral, but I don't think about it in a morbid sense. And every now and then I ask myself, what is it that I would want said? If any of you are around when I have to meet my days, I don't want a long funeral. And if you get somebody to deliver a eulogy, tell them not to talk too long. Every now and then I wonder what I want them to say. Tell them not to mention that I won a Nobel Peace Prize. That is important. Tell them not to mention that I've won 300 or 400 other awards. That's not important. Tell them not to mention what I won. Like for somebody to be able to say on that day that Martin Luther King Jr. tried to love somebody. Like for somebody to be able to say on that day that Martin Luther King Jr. tried to give his life serving others. I'd like for somebody to be able to say that I didn't try in my life to prove those things. I'd like for somebody to be able to say on that day that I didn't try to feed hungry. Like for somebody to be able to say on that day that I didn't try to visit those who were in prison. I want you to say that I tried to love and serve humanity. Yes, if you want to see that I was a drum major. Say that I was a drum major for peace. Say that I was a drum major for justice. And say that I was a drum major for righteousness, and all of the other shallow things are not now. I won't have any money to leave behind.
won't have any defined and luxurious things of life. But I just want to leave a committed life behind. And that's all I want to say. As I pass along, if I could cheer somebody with a word or song, if I could show somebody he's traveling wrong, then my living will not be in vain. Yes, Lord Jesus. I want to be on your right and your left side. I want to be there in times. I don't want to be there in times of political kingdom ambition, but I just want to be there in love and in truth and in justice so that we can make this old world a new world. Sometimes I feel discouraged. I don't mind telling you about it this morning. Sometimes I feel discouraged. When I was in Chicago, I felt discouraged. Moving from Mississippi and Alabama and Georgia, I feel discouraged sometimes. Oh, yes, I feel discouraged. But there is a balm in Gilead. There is a balm in Gilead to heal the wounded soul. God bless you.